Hello, everybody. Welcome to Descent into Avernus. Uh, episode 7 feels like 4, but that was a long-ass murder dungeon that the players made it through. How you feel about me not changing anything in the module, running through that? Should we save that for chapter?
At level what?
Can we get 3 more
Level
levels
1?
rather promptly?
Yeah,
I love that the book is nice enough to say that the party, unless it's milestone, doesn't have enough XP for them to be level 2 if they just fought the pirates. So consider giving them all the other encounters before letting them inside here.
Oh, Cal, something you should know is that, in case you forgot, Jen went on Twitch last night and bought a bunch of rewards for this game.
Oh, you know what? I did forget. Both of you PM'd me, and I promptly to hurt them more when something good happens.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you forgot.
Please explain. What?
Oh, I'll explain. On the main, on the live games off of Patreon, you can use the channel points for Dork Tales on Twitch. And you can buy different things with them. This is a Patreon game, so anybody watching it live will be watching through YouTube link. But Jen used points, and for D&D games, it's like hurt them more, or actually, it's for all of the games. Yeah.
Hurt them more,
something good happens, or hurt them more.
Or drama bomb.
And
which, I don't know if she has one of those.
or drama bomb. Yeah. And Jen used channel points, but forwarded them to Avernus, which I didn't know we could do.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. And so basically, it's kind of like fudging some rules. If one of you were to one shot die from a fireball, I could say something good happens, and you just go into death saves. Or something good happens, and instead of falling into like a pit and taking 50 d8 damage, you get caught in a spider web. But there's a giant spider. And then hurt them more is the opposite of that.
Yeah. Which you can use to
so I could just say, actually, you have disadvantage. Roll that nat 20 again.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
It's pretty great. And in 5e, in a normal module, it balances the stakes. In this, it'll kill us.
Yeah, so thanks, Jen.
But something good happens means that we can probably find a cure to your curse pretty quick.
Is Jen the one I'll never forgive because they swapped the thing in that game? Oh,
what did
Jen?
Jen is the one you'll never forgive?
I won't forget it. I was gonna win your game, Cal. It was the office one.
Oh yeah, that was Jen.
I will never forgive you, Jen.
Oh, monster of the month. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right, Kelly was the accounting skeleton. Yeah.
That was a great costume. Anyway, we should jump in.
we should jump into this. You'll have lots of accounting skeletons to deal with. Something good.
Because we're going to the cult of accountants next.
Everybody gets one. Oh God. Can you imagine? Undefeatable.
Yeah. Terrifying.
All right. Last we left off, everyone. I'm going to do a quick round. I bantered for so long, I forgot to introduce everyone. I'm Cal. I'm the Dungeon Master. Welcome to Descent into Avernus. I use he/him pronouns, and probably some shopping. Only a 20% chance of a fireball hitting every single PC. Other than that, that's me. And I'm going to jump over to the eternal Kelly. How are you? You're blue.
I am good. I am going on vacation after tonight, so I'm doing pretty great. I just have a lot to do beforehand, and I'm like all like, but tonight I'm Ozarian, Raventide. This isn't his voice, but both of us use he and him pronouns. I'm an Aquarius, and he's blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. He's also a cleric of Asmodeus, but it's just a little technicality.
Asmodeus or Asmodeus or both?
Both.
Are you
But
allowed
if you
to
say
say both?
Asmodeus, so it's Asmodeus, but if you say Asmodeus, you get that cool song out of it. Asmodeus, Asmodeus.
Rock me,
Yeah,
Asmodeus.
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one with the night and eternal vengeance, we have Robin.
Hi, yes. I am one with the night and eternal vengeance. And so is Emberlynn. We both use she, her pronouns. But the key difference is Emberlynn is a Scourge ASMR paladin, Oath of Vengeance, and very excited to get into game and was dealing swift justice to the fiend at the end of last game.
That's
Wink.
true. Was swift justice. Swift justice Allonté is what we call him. Allonté is familiar.
Yes.
How are you?
We're
Who
good.
are you? Who are you playing?
This is my own little Tressum Seraphim, and I am
Aw.
Allonté, and I play Altair Glassmon-Constel, Druid of the Stars. And last thing I remember is I'm very hungover for some reason, even though I didn't drink.
Suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
And you know who's never suspicious? Caitlan. Hello, Caitlan.
You got that one right. Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'll be playing Julian, the changeling. Oh, should I say? We're level 3.
Oh.
We can do it.
That's right.
You guys get things at level
Changeling.
3?
Yeah. Oh, you got things first, so
You get things first
know.
off the bat. so-
Anyways, he's our changeling soul knife rogue of the group. And he uses he, him pronouns most of the time.
You charlatan. And less of a charlatan. Wait, whose background was charlatan? It was you.
It was me. You're right. Yeah. I know. I was like, should I say that? And I was like, nah, that's fine. And then you did. And I was like, that's
Nah.
perfect.
No, you gave it away. Did I give it away?
Oh, no. The jig's
Nobody
up,
could have
guys.
possibly have
Okay.
known.
That's it.
Oh, it's like introducing
Interesting.
yourself as an assassin. Gives everything
Right?
away.
I better stop doing it then, because god damn.
Definitely not the roaming type. Michael, hello, welcome.
That's not true. My background actually is roamer. So,
No, your phone's on roaming.
what are you doing? Oh, romaine. I don't think Nosh eats salad. Speaking of which, hi everyone. It's me, Michael, going with he, him pronouns. And tonight I'm playing Nosh Felnar, the Path of the Giant Barbarian. He hasn't gotten giant yet, so you know he's a grower, not a shower.
But when he does, oh look out.
We're all
Yeah,
gonna
there
faint.
better not be any low ceilings.
Is it they only whenever shape changing spells happen, if the space doesn't permit it, then it doesn't happen? Like you can kill yourself by
Just knock
like
yourself
getting
out.
angry inside of a
I don't know actually, because like I know I got an item recently in a different character, and it specifies that you will grow to the size of the room and then stop.
Yeah,
for, like,
just
a
grow to,
spell.
like fill.
I don't know about like an ability, like
Yeah.
I say we find
Path
out,
of the
see what
Giants.
happens.
yeah, let's go. Let's go in a very small
find out.
cave.
What if you're
Look,
outside?
Well, then you just keep going.
and going and going?
You
You're
go,
just gonna
and
have
do it
to find
outside.
out. So give me like a multitude of occasions for me to hulk out.
Yep.
Launch him in a catapult.
All right.
Do barbarians take half damage from fall damage?
Yes,
If it's considered bludgeoning, yes.
If they're
it is
raging,
a long-standing
If they're
meme that all
raging.
you have to do to survive a fall is get real
Yeah.
angry at the ground.
yeah.
What if you strike
I'm coming
the
for
ground?
you.
If you strike the ground as hard as you can with the same velocity that the ground is coming at you?
I don't know. Stand in ground zero and find out.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We're going to put all these theories to test and more right now on Descent into Avernus. Last we left, the group was chipper, well rested. Well, almost all well rested and well
I'm sure.
fed, despite the lack of getting a hold of certain delicious looking eggs. Um, and yeah, we're arm in arm, skipping to the lower city, and one of you is a little under the weather. Certain maybe paladins, certain spells, or those that are just keen to what they witnessed in the dungeon will know that Altair is had been cursed. One last kind of like insult to injury before you left the dungeon of the Dead Three was that last dang statue cursed Altair. Along with the PCs, you have your squire, Scraw,
No, we still have that guy.
who got pulled into all of this alongside all of you quite a while back, and he's rolled with it. And he's holding a big sack of like different things, different loot that you've kind of let him hold on to. I think there were a couple spell books even in the dungeon that you gave him. So he's kind of, he's got pots and pans, different weapons. Do you really need like 13 goblin scimitars?
Yes. It's
Oh,
vital. Also,
I mean,
you're
what-
building up your strength, Scrawford.
Honestly, what would happen if we only had 12? I mean, if one broke, then we would have less than 12, and that's not particularly lucky.
I
Right?
mean,
Yeah,
we
we have
gotta start a
13
war
now. That
band
is
somewhere.
unlucky.
Might as well start with the weapons.
where did that saying come from anyway?
Which?
Do we really need 13 goblin scimitars?
Yes.
Yes. I thought we
Just
just
like
went
we
over
need
this.
12 other goblins.
We don't need 12 other goblins.
That's true. I'm like equal to 13 myself.
Oh, at least.
Well, at least 2.
When did you decide that it would be a good idea to use a great axe, by the way? It's like twice the size of you.
It's not that great.
Alright. Fair
Well,
enough.
if he can wield it and does good damage.
I mean, it obviously does that.
I mean, here, hold this thing. See, it's not that big.
Yeah.
It looks big next to me.
Hold on, let me check my strength score.
Actually, it's not a great axe. It's just a battle axe.
Oh, okay. Then he's gonna just be able to pick it up and go. Actually, it just looks big next to you. It doesn't look that big in my hand.
Yeah, well,
Interesting. It's
That's
way
the way
more
it
impressive
goes,
than
I
yours.
guess.
All right. I'll tell you. How are you feeling?
Not great, actually.
All right. Well, let's
We
get
were
you
supposed
some.
to go. Yeah.
We're going to go sell some things, and then we're going to take you by the Church of Tyr?
Yes, the Temple of Tyr.
The Temple of Tyr. My apologies. And then your god's going to give him a hand. That's right. Too soon?
No,
Feeling that we're going back
thousands
to
of
do
years
some
ago.
drinking. The dog of the hairy dogs. Hair of the dog that bit you. Whatever bit
Oh,
you.
yes. Wow. You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, right? Oh, come on. It's a joke. I thought your god was a big drinking, big fighting, big type of deity.
Yes.
Eh,
He
probably good
was,
for a
is.
jest then. Oh, sorry. Is, of course.
Mm. I would like to see our gods. Well, mine's an actual god, not an archdevil.
Ah.
Wouldn't even be on the same level.
Maybe before the spell plague. After that, slightly different story. Although, do want to say, and I didn't want to bring this up in front of the dragon cultist last night, technically, my lord is Tiamat's landlord. Just saying.
As riveting as my god is better than your god conversations are, Altair doesn't actually look very good. And we should probably...
You're right, he looks sick as well. Oh, I got him to smile! Oh, what a handsome boy! All right, let's get him into to the temple before he croaks.
And bonus XP. I had it written down, I swear. What is the one of the Baldur's Gate newspapers? It's like the Gazette. The
Gazette.
Well, there's Baldur's Mouth.
Is that just
there's
Baldur's Mouth is the company, the journalists, the place. Right?
Oh, you're thinking the actual newspaper.
It's the Baldur's Gate
And the
Gazette.
newspaper is called to the. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
And the man behind the keyboard.
The Baldur's Mouth is the company.
Gazette Guide. No, that's the Gazette Guide.
That's the Gazetteer. The Baldur's Mouth, the newspaper company. Yep. I'm just reading.
I'm pretty sure it's just called the Baldur's Mouth, isn't it?
Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
Sure.
Am I? Yeah.
Just call it Baldur's Mouth.
Yeah, sure. Any of you that fair to read would know of it. Whether you interact with the Baldur's Mouth itself, the journalists, that's another matter. But you have somebody that's holding kind of looks like a bunch of equipment in like a long, almost like a tent bag for like tent poles or something like that. And with the typical journalist kind of like cap, will kind of like tap their. They have a Scrawford too that holds a bunch of stuff. An orc guy. And
played by Christian Bale.
It's a short half elf or a really tall halfling or gnome. Can't quite tell at the distance. And they run up and she's like out of breath. And it's just a few strides for the orc woman as well. Oh, you're exactly how what everybody described. You look exactly like how they said. I'm from the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, and I was wondering if I could get a quick word with the heroes that took down the cult.
Oh shit.
Our legend grows. It's the last thing.
You will be. Chelsea, go on, set it up. And the orc woman does a faux smile and like goes to setting up something, some sort of capture device, something the gnomes cooked up or whatever. There's bulbs, there's a crank attached to it. They're not tent poles. It goes into like a tripod of sorts. And as she's setting that up, she takes a quill and she's like,
Excuse me. I'm so
hello.
sorry. I am so sorry. If you would be so kind as to maybe just see us at the elf song at, I don't know.
No, I need to be the
dinner.
first. The early bird gets the scoop.
We have a lot of things that's going on right now, and we're in mourning. Now it's not really the best time. So if you please.
Okay. Impatient, rugged, and colorful. And your name?
Just walks forward.
Hmm.
None.
Strong silent type question mark. And how about you? You look like you work out. And she looks at Nosh.
Never gonna happen.
I would like to make a
What?
stealth check.
You sure can.
Nope. Nope, that's going to be a grand total of 5.
Ozarian, why are you running away?
You know, I'm also going to try to
Ozarian?
just
O-Z-A-R...
slip away.
I-A-N or E-A-N? Oh, I. Oh, thank you.
I-A-N.
Oh, and such a dapper. Oh, wait a second. You kind of look familiar. No, maybe you just have that look. And your name, ma'am? And go ahead, Julian, if you're trying to slip away too.
Yeah, I sure rolled a 4. Stealth
no.
is not
Oh, wow,
the
you
type
both
of
are-
rogue
You don't
I
want to miss
am. Get a
Julian.
9. Oh,
As you don't get away, you manage to reach out and buddy up next to.
oh.
It would be a shame to miss Julian. Julian,
Oh, Julian.
surname.
Julian surname. Sir.
He's gonna elbow you in the ribs, and it is such a pleasure to meet you. And he'll grab your hand
Oh,
and do a little kissy kiss, if you'll.
or you can do a little kissy
do a little
kiss.
kissy kiss. Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of will kneel down a little bit. They're
Yes, right,
they're-
because she's short.
yeah, they're
Yes,
Your
halfling
yes.
kissy
or no.
kiss is
Or they
poison?
are.
Are your kissy kisses poison?
What?
They're not. But I love that that's the first thing that went through your mind.
And you can just call
Best
me
kissy
the
kiss out
night.
loud. The night. Oh my. Oh, look at that.
No, he didn't say kissy kiss. Anyway, whatever.
So we have Ozarian, not gonna happen. Goblin, Julian, Sir Name, and the Knight, and silent, stoic, purple, fabulous. All right.
I'm very
The T and
surprised
nod is
Ozarian's
silent.
not calling Ember out.
So can I get a group picture?
No.
A what?
We are
come
actually in
on.
quite a bit of a rush right now.
Yes.
One
No,
of our
it's the
members is
newest
not
technology.
feeling very well.
The last technology we met almost set us on fire.
No, this one only will set the equipment or Chelsea on fire. Don't worry.
Oh.
And you look back, and there's just a half orc like twisting this giant weird like bulb thing into the top, staring. And from the lack of eyebrow, she's
It's
probably
happened
not
before.
joking.
I feel that.
Come on. Well, the Baldur's Mouth can pay you, of course.
Pay.
Well, you couldn't bring the Baldur's bunch of coins. I mean,
Huh?
I'm not saying that you know, I got a story that I could sell you, but selling requires money. How much you coughing up?
So
I
you'll
am a
pose for a
woman of
picture for.
Faith. I do not want my photo. The knight needs to stay anonymous.
Ooh. So it sounds like the group isn't too keen on posing for a photo map. Some of you failed to back up into the bushes, into the hedges nearby.
We tried our damn best, but caught us off guard.
The knight cannot be captured
It's true.
yet. Nosh is talking about coin, and she says, "Oh, Chelsea, come on, pay the fine folks. Trust me, this will sell like 10 times as much."
Come on, I'm short. I look great on camera.
And so what there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of you. So What are we saying? Carry the one. 60
Nosh is
gold?
posing.
I mean, if we're
face?
talking a bit of coin, that seems fine. He's gonna give her a little spin.
Oh. Wait, like you're spinning
Like
her?
a dance spin. Yeah.
She's also
Oh.
going to give him her room number, apparently.
Wow. I've never had somebody so forward before.
Honestly, I should. How does this device work? I should get a picture of the two of you to commemorate this meeting.
Oh no,
Oh
we've
no,
gotten in trouble for.
Ozarian.
We've
He's
gotten
gonna
in-
kind of spin around to be behind you. Tap your shoulders. Come on. Get a group photo.
60 gold?
60 gold.
And Chelsea stands there and
face.
goes, "Kch, kch."
That sounds a little light.
And
I mean, obviously it
Chelsea
should
holds
be-
up another bag and goes, "Kch, kch."
That'll get three
Oh.
of us.
Who are we to say no to 3 bags of gold?
One. That's 2 bags of gold, though.
Is it though? Persuasion.
Want to do me a
That one.
persuasion check?
Oh no!
Oh, we're going to lose a bag of gold.
And you
Is
look
it
up and Chelsea's like,
Tried.
"Kch,
While they're doing that, and it's
That is a good
going
distraction.
to do this. I would like to use my expertise in glassmithing to fix their apparatus / give us a glamour shot.
Ooh.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's right, because you're proficient in.
I have glassmithing tools, so I made a glassmithy skill. So I have expertise.
All right, give me that.
All right,
It's always super awkward. Equipment roll.
it's
what-
like a tool roll.
It's
This
like a
is-
tool roll.
I literally made a skill
rolls.
called glassmithy. So
Yeah.
it's a glassmithy.
Give me a roll for that.
All right.
So your proficiency times 2, plus your dexterity.
Where is it?
Right?
Oh, I don't
That's
oh
usually
yeah,
how those go.
26.
Oh, hot. So you see what's happening? You're messing around in there. Chelsea is like hitting your hand, but then like smacking your hand like a little bit. No, don't. And then
I love that that's Chelsea's
you kind of
voice.
look at Chelsea and you're like, oh, let me see. And you just realize that the glass, like the bulb, is like meant to glow bright and purposefully break. And it's set on like a weird, it's wrapped wires around. And by the time some internal mechanism must like capture it after like the flash, and then it's like touched up in the editing room on the, and then they put the portrait out on the Gazette.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And you managed to fix it so that it's less. It'll still go off, but instead of it being like the extremes, right? Like where it's just kind of like one of those like ultra exposed pictures that are just like black, white, all shadows are black, and
Hmm.
everything it
I've-
reflects off of is white. There's going to be no more nuance and
Yeah. I'm also hoping for that weird Vaseline effect that you see sometimes in film. You know, like when an older actress gets caught, there's that weird like Vaseline filter that they do to make them more glamorous.
oh, okay. I had to look that up, but yeah.
Oh, I thought okay.
Don't. I'm a filthy casual when it comes to photography.
Mm, 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 mm.
Baldur's Mouth. All right. So you're able to all look much
If we're-
more fabulous than you would be, or rather, the next time the bulb goes off, it'll capture
Yes.
whatever that picture is much more fabulously.
All right, so 3 bags of gold, and I fixed your machine. It should give you an even better shot than you could dare dream. But we need to get this done now.
What's the nat 1 How do you see that panning out?
One of the bags is rocks.
No, this is my
Oh,
fault.
scammed us.
No, this has got to be my fault. I rolled the one. I break the camera or I say something really stupid like, I mean, it's going to be 3 bags or we're going to do it for free.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh darn! Oh shucks! I suppose that you'll have to do it for free.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
see,
No,
truly
I did.
heroic.
What?
I knew it. All right, everybody, bundle up, get together, and well, we have to pay them to use their likeness. Cheryl, Chelsea, shut up. Damn it. What? Okay, one. Oh, which one of you is the? Which one of you are we giving? Don't worry, we'll worry about it after. Okay, chummy up. Oh, down.
Give
No,
it to
there.
Scrawford with the bags.
If you can kneel, Nosh. Oh, is he in the photo or is he just
Ale.
like the
Oh,
bag
he's in
boy?
the photo. Oh, he was with
Oh,
us the entire
I don't know if
time.
I should be in the photo. I didn't
Get
really
over
do
here, Scrawford.
anything.
Nosh is
all
going
right,
to cast thaumaturgy before the camera goes off to shake the ground to make it blurry.
He's gonna cast light.
Incredible.
Are we like doing a weird?
you guys are
like, an
thwarting
UFO
poor
photo?
Altair. You know what? Give me
Wolf.
a roll, and that's going to be against Altair's like
The 26
roll,
What?
Okay.
You want like a
just to mess with it.
like a
Like a
spellcast
spellcasting
roll?
Yeah, like because the spell casting bonus, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And for a goblin, I guess that's
It's 19 because I use wisdom. It gives me +3.
All right. 22.
okay. So in this photograph, there's a lens flare, and presumably it's kind of obscuring your likeness,
Yeah. Yeah.
Emberlynn.
It's like right kind of by Emberlynn's, like very mysterious, like
kind of like a spooky movie effect where like
yeah.
your face is always blurred.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the photo, there's like a rumbling in the ground. Chelsea's gonna do just a flat, no bonuses or anything. Check to see if she can stabilize or not take the.
And
Okay, I just rolled a nat 20 for Chelsea.
Whoa.
okay, but to complete this, I feel like Leona has to fly in, and so you just get cat butt. Like as
There you go.
every cat owner knows,
Incredible.
you just get cat butt. Yeah.
And so there's a glamour shot. There's a cat blocking the way.
We need to really get
Um,
her that little jewel for the tail, the butt
You guys
charm
are
thing.
terrible. Does anybody actually want to be in the picture?
No.
Really?
So there's all these problems are going on, and the cat flew in front of it. But Leona looks amazing in the picture.
Oh yay! The true hero.
Oh, dang it! We gotta go get another bulb. You know we have to pay for those out of pocket.
In fact, Leona, you should tell them how you let out some of the city's great nobles from the Great Escape while we go take care of a bye.
Well, it all started in the year. And Leona will actually distract them as the rest of you go about your business.
Like
There are
Scooby-Doo
people kind of
run.
gathering about though, because like what they saw the giant like flash. Some of your eyes, unless you purposefully averted your eyes or the cat blocked the flash, you're still seeing kind of like the when you look at a light for too long and like the
Mhm.
center when you like blink. And people are kind of like looking at you, looking at like what's going on, looking at the flying cat. Some are following, and yeah, you head out towards. I think it was the Temple of Tyr.
Tot. Let's go tot.
Let's go, Tot.
Yeah, Temple of Tyr. TOT.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's on their flyers.
Wow.
Yeah. Free tot. Free tots. People
Free
keep
tot.
thinking we have like hash like little tater tots, but it's not. Come to the
Free
top.
tots.
What?
I've
Free
come here
tot.
for the tots,
We have tot talks.
and I stayed for Tyr. Gosh. You know what? That's the guard in front of
Oh, okay.
Napoleon. The
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's
it's
the
been
guard
so
in
long.
front.
Oh, God, what's happening
Oh my
in
gosh,
mind?
it's you again, Emberlynn. God,
Yes,
I
I
think
live
you're so
here.
cool.
I do. You're pretty cool too. But
Well,
not
thanks.
the attitude. You're
I
welcome.
can't help it. It's part of my mysterium.
Well,
It's how I
my
get the
mysterium
chicks.
is my mask.
I hate to be very rude, but I
Does
am
that
feeling really
work
terrible
well?
and
Mys-
cursed right now. So if you would be
Mystique,
a
it's-
dear and help, that'd be great.
It's not a mysterium. It's a
Go on
mysterium.
ahead. But look out, there's like a lot of people looking for guidance right now. And you ascend the
I want to give
steps.
you my story inspiration.
Oh my god.
I've heard about this
It's been a
bird.
while
He has
since I've seen
nunchuck
that.
skills.
And
that
the
too?
guard across from us is like, God, Napoleon, you know that like you're not. No one can compare to my sweet cage fighter skills. Shut up! You're ruining my life. And you guys head up the you guys head up the stairs as the two brothers start hitting each other with the like the haft of their like spears. Ow, fine, you win. And you realize there's a lot of what you can only presume are asylum seekers. Even since the last time you've been here, Emberlynn, the numbers like
Mhm.
doubled. And different priestesses, volunteers, people like yourself, right? Like that are devout. They do different like missions, get intel, help people. But overall, here's like a do for others when you can kind of god. And you overhear a lot saying that they're starting to round up. All of you kind of like hear this. They're starting to round up like the refugees and stuff, forcing them out or making them disappear. And like, oh, are they going to kick us out of this church? No, they can't take us from the church because we have like asylum. Yeah, they can, because they're inside Baldur's Gate. And just a lot of like rumors and stuff like that. Whether or not they were farmers on the outside of Elturel or ones that just happened to be outside of the city, it's the same kind of rumors. None of them were there when the city seemingly disappeared. And so the gossip, you move 50 feet past a few different pyres where the very few belongings that some of them have, they are giving to Tyr in exchange for like better luck or health or that kind of thing. So you will see kind of like bundles of whatever gold or cloth that they have. And when they throw this into this very small kind of pier, the fire will kind of whisk blue. And then whatever was tossed into it disappears before the flame goes red and yellowish again. And they're actually in they keep out of the main altar area, and they actually are in like a very like orderly line waiting to kind of like give their offering to Tyr. And who was, I have it up here, who was the head, who do you report to?
Oh
in a
goodness, I
memento.
knew I forgot to open up a.
Me too, me
thing.
too. Sorry, everyone. It could be Sister Cynthia, or it could be that kind of elderly nun you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think would be managing the fire, the
Oh,
the offering
probably Sister
pyre?
Cynthia. Yeah, I think so.
Sister
I think
Cynthia?
Sister Cynthia. Yeah.
And that's the that's the human cleric.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And how old is she?
Let me. Probably
What do you
like
think?
middle aged. Like
Yeah,
think Helen Mirren friend.
exactly. Say
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
And she's there, and she'll bow and kind of put a spear down on the shoulder of a couple and a child. The child's human, and the couple are one's an elf and one is a human. Maybe you're seeing a lot of kind of like found families lately in Baldur's Gate because everyone's being their parents were in Baldur's Gate but they weren't, or their kids were in Baldur's Gate but they weren't, and
Mm-hmm.
so everyone's just kind of dealing together, and it was kind of like all they had, but the pyre was blue, so Tyr accepted it, and they moved on, and Cynthia sees your group of friends, and halts the line from entering so that she can talk, or from the next person advancing so that she can talk to you. Sister,
I see
congratulations.
many. Thank you, sister. Swift justice was brought. Evil in our city has been slightly diminished through Tyr's guidance and justice. My friend here gestures to Altair. Was cursed while we were down in a temple of the Dead Three. And he needs a magic of healing that I cannot provide, but I was hoping maybe you or one of the other sisters might be able to.
Come closer. What is your name?
You can just call me Altair if that's easier. Yeah.
Tyr? I sense that you accompanied Emberlynn, and you've destroyed or touched something that a dark god is not pleased with.
I just tried to purify Merkel's effigy to release the evil from this world. Nothing too salacious.
And I suppose that he had one. He probably did not like that. This Merkel, did he?
Death hates life unyielding.
Do you believe in the gods that... Oh, sorry, there's a lot... We're housing a lot of refugees in the upper floors. Do you believe do you believe in the one-handed god?
I believe in the divinity of all life, of all castes.
And do you believe that a good person must be the hammer that is wielded by the strong?
I believe that all that it's required to be good is to continue to try to do the right thing. That is the hammer, yes.
And sometimes the right thing is to kill those that bring evil.
If that is the last resort, sure.
Emberlynn, has this one ended the life of another, or did they follow you into hell to give moral support?
Do we really
Sorry,
need
what?
to discuss that? Do we?
Yes.
Emberlynn was distracted and glaring at Ozarian, making gestures in the background. So she's very distracted, and then will suddenly be like, when she hears her name, she's like, "What?"
Oh, I can answer that. He did in fact kill someone.
No.
Oh.
I
Then the fires should not
We
burn
all
you.
did.
And she grabs you by the kind of like back of the scruff, and she pushes your head into the pyre.
No! Why?
Yikes.
Okay.
Ever wonder how I got my hair so white?
And her eyes glow.
Maybe she's born with it.
Can you do me a charisma save, Altair?
Can I do that with advantage if I instinctively cast absorb elements?
If you're trying to instinctively protect yourself instead of bracing it,
Yes.
okay. I'll just let you cast it.
Okay. Maybe
Okay.
it'll do something cool if I crit. Let me crit. What do you want me to cast? Or do
You're doing a charisma save.
a charisma save with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't fuck it up. I got a natural 20! 21.
Yeah,
All right.
buddy.
You get faint glimpses of. At first, it appears like a mountain, but as you move away from it, or your vision moves away from it, there's a face. It's not a snow-capped mountain. You see a long flowing beard, long white hair, a one-eyed kind of man, and he tries to speak and say something to you. And you've instinctually protected yourself from whatever's going on, and you cannot hear the message. And you pull away from him and pull away from him, and you pull your head out of the flames. You're not on fire.
Because it's a natural 20, do I bring back a piece of that divinity? Oh. I don't know what that means, but
Well, I think you close yourself off to that divinity by absorbing elements.
no,
said
it's
no to the
literally
fire.
you're absorbing the holy fire, so it feels like you're inviting it in. Or like you can't help but take a part of it in.
So you're stealing from Tyr. Understood.
At
Even
least people
better.
liked you for a reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can think of it as like a black hole even. Like I'm taking some of that light into me. That could be accidental, purely accidental, but space magic.
So she looks at you.
I think
I'm
Emberlynn's
not
gonna be like
concerned.
kind of Embarrassed.
Yeah. Yeah, you look. He's not burned, so that means Tyr's like approved. Like he's sometimes bitches gotta die for the better good. That's on a flyer
like
too.
his god.
TOT. Sometimes bitches gotta die.
Sometimes bitches gonna die.
And Cynthia looks at you, and her eyes are glowing, and they're both dimming back down to normal with Altair's eyes. It's been done.
What just happened?
Do I feel better? Am I starting to feel better?
I don't sense anything in you. But you pulled away. Did you see anything? What was that spell that you cast?
Altair, you were supposed to accept Tyr to get his healing.
I don't remember casting a spell, but I do remember seeing some really hot dude with a beard and one
I saw
eye.
your hands move and you mutter something. You cast a spell.
Purely by
Altair.
accident. What's up?
There's one reason, or there's one way to figure this out really quickly. Here, give me your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna slice it with a dagger. Okay, now heal it. Now heal it.
Okay, ow.
I've seen you do this before. I'm not gonna die.
Can
You're
I
so
help?
dramatic. Oh yeah.
Can I have the knife?
Oh, are we all taking a stab at this friend?
No, we are not.
Look,
Cynthia,
the worst that's
Heal
going to happen is
yourself.
you're going to lose the hand, which this is the perfect place for that.
Oh, truly.
It's
Maybe we'll
just
get a better hand.
or none at all. Given, we'll gesture up.
if you
to the
truly
statue
wish
here.
for a
Slowly
gift
hide
from
behind
Tyr,
Emberlynn.
you could always sacrifice that hand. And she gestures to the fire. When she gestures to the fire, it starts to glow blue again. It looks like Tyr would accept the sacrifice.
I will pull out a glass hand and throw it in.
Where were you keeping
hopefully-
that?
Yeah, like one of those little figurine kind of things.
Where
I was
were
going
you
to make
keeping
it bigger.
that?
Like everyone has.
Yeah.
What do you mean everyone has
And
one
she
of those?
looks at it, and before she gets a good glimpse, it burns up, and then it goes like yellow again. She's like, "What was? That's not what I meant."
What? That's what you said.
Emberlynn has a much better. She's more patient than I am. You're welcome to always visit again, friend of Tyr.
Thank you. Okay. Oh man, it feels like a weight is lifted. It feels like a weight has been.
You totally embarrassed me in front of the other clerics.
How? What did I
Are you
do?
gonna heal your hand?
You totally embarrassed her in front of the other clerics.
I didn't.
You rebuffed Tyr
I did
or
not.
tricked him.
I
Just by
did
casting a
not.
spell, you're supposed to accept
I
the
didn't
holy
mean to
fire.
cast a spell. It was not my fault.
Honestly, I like his gumption.
Ooh, I feel like this actually sets up what I want. At
Dude,
level
you're
4 pretty
embarrassing me in
well.
front of the clerics.
Clerics, exactly. That's exactly what I was doing there, Cal. Thank you.
She gestures for the next person to come up, and as you're about to go off, you can explore the rest of the temple and the higher ups if you so like wish to. But Cynthia grabs you, specifically, and just says into your ear, your company has. I don't know what it is, but there's an item that's making that thing that detect your very pale friend has an item on them that's if you wanted to get rid of, now's maybe the time. I won't say anything if you get out of here before the others know, but I can feel it. And she looks at Julian. You have an infernal artifact or something in here. What are you doing?
I think that's not me.
Oh, who has the scroll? The
Oh, wait, I
infernal scroll of
do.
revive.
Right, I do. Never mind. Just kidding. I was like, I don't
It's
have
not
anything
me,
like
you
that on my
look in your
character sheet.
vest.
Okay, I have to
Shit,
write it
it's
down.
me.
Oh shit, it's me. It's not me. Oh god, I gotta go.
Nosh jump forward and go, yeah, it's probably me. Hang on, let me take care of this. Grab the shield and throw it onto the fire. I've been meaning to get rid of this. It's probably pretty evil.
So you pull out the shield. Yeah, it looks like the fire really wants to gulp that up, and it kind of lashes out, and she's gonna move back, and she's like, "What is that? That is a symbol of one of the dead."
It's actually two of them, and I kind of like mangled them together, and it's like an evil sandwich of shielding.
And are you getting ready to yeet it into the fire?
Oh yeah.
You hold it above your head, and the fire like leaps out like in a weird arc, and it burns in your hands above your head. But the fire doesn't burn you or leave any ashes. And you look out, and suddenly it's gone.
Well, that's the thing.
That was cool, actually.
I'm kind of glad to be got rid of that thing. It was so unbalanced.
Julian, did you have your thing?
I have a lot of things.
The
Yes, the
scroll.
scroll is still here. Why do you ask?
I think it's evil. I think Tyr wants to destroy it.
Oh, it's most definitely evil. No, just get the hell out of
Wait,
here.
I sensed it. I sensed it was evil. I sensed it was
Oh,
super
you
evil,
knew
right?
long ago. Yeah, all of you. It was very.
Also, it came from
Right.
a really evil statue. No, I'm
Right.
sure it's fine.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It glowed
you-
red. It was written in
Would you
infernal.
mind? Would you mind if could I take that from you, Julian?
No, I would mind actually. And he's just gonna make for the door in a reasonable pace.
I'm gonna go ahead and like grab Emberlyn's arm and like usher us out and just say, "So why didn't you tell
a
me
really
Tyr
good
was so
scroll."
hot?" As that'll be our
Also,
conversation.
really
as
buff
we leave.
old dude. Pretty
So
hot,
cool.
shirtless.
Wow.
You never asked if he was hot.
Well, I would have never known to ask what other gods are hot.
Like most of them.
Really?
If you're an
I'm sure they
omnipresent,
have some sort of
omnipot-
visage
right?
that is
Yes.
appealing to everyone, right?
Rodius is kind of hot in a bad boy way.
It's the tongue.
There isn't a god that would say, "Oh, behold my poor
Average
withered face,
No,
average face, my
Nurgle?
fi-"
I guess I know he's very
I'm
striking. I
I'm about a
imagine.
5. You know, that's just not.
Wow.
That's not.
But are you a Baldur's Gate 5 or are you like a Dragon Isles 5? This different.
That's what
or
I-
a,
There's a
Yeah,
big
because
difference.
a
You're right,
Candlekeep
you're
10
right.
is a Baldur's Gate 2. I'm just saying.
Wow. That's embarrassing.
Look, I knew a tiefling that was studied at Candlekeep. Absolute diva. I'd say probably around like a 6. Right? But Candlekeep. Let's just say she got around.
Around where?
Hmm.
Where'd she go?
Oh,
Oh, didn't she
sweet summer
go?
child.
Does Nosh worship Maglubi yet?
MacGruber?
Is this a real
Maglubi
thing? Is this a
I
real
said it
thing?
right. Okay.
Bless
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maglubi yet.
I swear to
On
God,
does he,
the
or
gods of the
is he
Forgotten
goes
Realms
on
were
what?
named by Ed Greenwood doing a shot and headbutting his keyboard.
Probably.
Ooh, that's good.
I just spelled tear. Well, I guess it's the
Ooh.
Norse god.
Randomly.
Also, if Edward Greenwood
And,
watches
like,
this video, I'm
super
not sorry.
ripped.
Tell me if I'm right.
Nosh probably followed goblin gods when he was younger, but after his horrible accident and being like brought back to health by a boil giant, he probably shifted gears after that.
Yeah. So you have no stake in how hot Maglubiad is, then?
Not even remotely.
Probably very hot. Who
All right,
knows?
can we go shopping now that we're done with this stupid church? No offense, but
Oh, and do you test to see if he can be healed? Altair?
I don't know. Is he gonna heal himself? Or someone
I'm
else?
hoping that Emberlynn does that because I
He's
grabbed
just
her
got
hand
one
walking
point of
out.
damage.
Yeah.
If you do it
Fine,
while
1
you're in
point
the church,
Lay of hands.
I'll let you do that one for free. Because
Oh,
you're in
okay.
you're
That sounds
in
great.
the place
Yeah.
of worship. And you go bloop. And when you were cursed, potions, nothing. The lay on hands, nothing. When they pulled you out of the rubble, they had to smack you around to wake you up. They couldn't heal you. But the wound, good as new.
Aw,
So
good.
you couldn't hear what he was trying to say. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe he'd whisper some unknowable
secrets in my ear.
information into your head, and it would have driven
Oh.
you insane. Or what Emberlynn said, and you're embarrassing her in front of the clerics. So as you're heading
Maybe
back
he just
out,
wanted my number.
as you're maybe,
We'll never know.
I'll never
hey,
get
hot
it.
stuff, call me again.
How elf can dream.
As you're leaving, there's a couple flaming fists. One is holding a scroll, like trying to read some thing out, and the others are trying to get past Napoleon and the other guard, his brother. And they're like, "Oh no, I told you! Like, you can't have any of my tots. Get out of here!" And as you're descending the group is descending the steps. Go Scrawford, go.
Scrawford.
Scrawford trips. Wow, I rolled a 3.
no.
It's almost like it was trips, holding all of like the stuff and the extra spears and the armor that he could, all the stuff like with him. He's pots and pans kind of as he comically goes down, and the flaming fist. A couple of them lift up maces. One of them pulls out a sword, and then they see that he's just somebody like falling, and they kick one of the pots away, and they're like, and there's a dwarf there. By order of the remaining dukes of Baldur's Gate, we are to be allowed entry into this place of worship so that we can question any refugees. You there, you from the church, tell these two to step aside.
Who are you needing questions? These are people that are seeking asylum. What have they
Well,
done?
so happens that with the influx of refugees, as you may or may not know, murders have been taking place, and well, we just want to question them.
Is
I'm
that
not
so?
a fan of the church or the state, but I really don't think that the dukes or the powers that be have the authority to let you into that church.
Yes, church and state are separate.
I do have a question for you. Do you have a warrant?
Oh, that.
Well, no, but we do have this writ of passage saying that in order for us to do our...
Yes, well,
Can
then
I-
you can use that to go pass away. Go.
I'd like to. Can I do a sleight of hand roll to magnifying glass burn their writ? Like, is this
I'm
in the
going
middle of the
to do
day?
a persuasion check
Okay.
because he's right. So I'm going to give you advantage on that. But I'm also going to give you, sleight of hand as you are like probably pretty chalantly angling, pretending to stretch and angling a magnifying glass.
I will use some luck to make this happen. If I fail.
So, were you giving me a persuasion roll?
You have advantage because you're just right.
Well, that dice is
And they
gone.
know it.
That's going to be 17 base plus 21. All right, dice is way gone.
No, it's not a warrant. That's why we're not forcing our way in.
If it
We
was a
just want
warrant, you wouldn't have to force your way in because you would be given leeway to go in according to the orders of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate. What you have right there is a writ of passage, which allows you passage through Baldur's Gate to be unimpeded, not to enter private domiciles or those owned by others, vis-a-vis the church.
As that is going on, there's like a Rube Goldberg machine of little glass figurines, and then my little eyelid. I rolled a 17 to burn their writ.
Nice.
It starts burning, and there's a younger human who's holding up the writ, who just stares at Ozarian at all the things he's saying.
Now, look,
I
the
think
last
he's-
thing you want to
he's
do
right.
is anger a god like Tyr. I have no respect for the man personally, or the god personally, but I imagine he'd be a right bastard if you pissed him off. Who
Yes,
knows
Tyr
what he
does
would do?
Tyr does not approve of justice being dealt the way that you are implying it should be. We're
Also-
not fair dealers with justice, and may you burn.
Do
for
you like
your
her glaive?
infractions?
Funny that as soon as you say, "Do you like her glaive?" and with Emberlynn's words, maybe Emberlynn doesn't notice, but it has that blue flame on it.
Ooh.
Okay, little known
Do you want to do
fact.
an intimidation check, Emberlynn?
Yes.
Can I finish my
Yes.
sentence to give her advantage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Little known fact, you might not realize this, but Tyr supposedly is the one who invented trial by combat.
Well, I think he's right, Tug.
I know I'm right, Tug.
Don't
Give
use
him a
our
right.
real names.
It says right there on your badge number. So can I
Badge
roll with
number?
advantage?
No, these guys would cover their badge numbers, turn off their arcane body cams,
Oh, that's
Oh
fair.
god.
That's
their magic
fair.
eyes, just nope.
Nope.
Pull out
Oh,
their
that's gonna be
Baldur's Baldur's
26.
Gate issued. One drops the now on flame. Oh, it catches on fire. The younger human, it catches on fire in like divine like timing. He like lets it
Divine
go,
paladins.
and his two underlings back away, and the dwarf, Doug, I guess, kind of backs up, and when he sees like the flame, from the scroll, and he's gonna be like, "Once my duke becomes archduke, people like you are gonna get thrown in the dungeon." And he hurries off and follows his two running squires.
Oh my
Rip.
god, now it's my duke is better than your duke.
Can you do me a
I
favor,
just-
Cal?
Yeah.
Can you make a wisdom save?
Oh.
I'm gonna burn a spell slot for command on that on trip.
Is it at disadvantage? Because
12.
so intimidated.
Yeah, he's gonna trip.
Oh, this is. Oh,
This is
okay.
this is the enchantment
Oh.
command. As he's running away, trip, bitch.
And indeed, trips, falls right into a big mud puddle as a carriage is like going by.
What a maroon.
Bravo.
I don't
the taller,
like-
thinner. The taller, thinner guard is like, gosh, like that was pretty badass. Whatever, we could have handled it.
Sure, you could have.
One day, like, I get a cool, like, glowing glaive too.
You've got to earn that glaive.
I'll practice every day, I promise.
It's not me to give it to you. This was mine.
And all of you can leave the church. One less cursed elf.
Companion?
Right.
See, feels good to know that for a fact, right?
I think Nosh fell asleep waiting for that to happen. Nosh, how are you doing, buddy?
He's over there with a finger in his ear. It's like, oh, what?
We need to get something to drink. Rat on a stick, anything like that from one of the cots. There's falafel. I like falafel.
That sounds awful.
I mean, depending on where you get it from.
Awful
yes.
falafel
Not terribly
is
bad,
actually one of the places in the lower city that's one of the better falafel places.
Of course.
You just leaned really hard into that joke.
Yeah,
They just
falafel
leaned really
is the
hard
bad
into
one.
the joke.
All right, where to now?
Well, when you were, I was chatting with a couple of the refugees, and they were able to sell a couple of their like more alchemical like ingredients to a place in the lower city, and well, I notice you have those pardon my tongue, chaotic beans, and maybe you could sell them instead of blow ourselves up.
I will do
with them.
no such thing, Scrawford.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe out of all the, the bad things that happened, and
Who said they're bad? Life has the potential to be good or bad.
and that ball with the blue fire.
Is it still
is
following me?
floating. Yeah.
Oh my god, incredible.
Oh my god. I thought I left you in my room. How did you find
It
me?
found a way.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Mhm.
Life finds a way.
I guess so.
I have a
maybe
question.
we could buy some potions so we're less likely to die, or
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Could use a potion or two. Yeah.
All right, where's a good potion seller? Isn't there that big emporium in town?
As having merchant being in my background, kind of in my narrative background, would I know of any places, and if that's maybe the best place to sell the alchemical supplies, or if there's a better place?
Yeah, give me oh geez, history, or
Okie dokie.
that's in your background, but you can have
It's
advantage.
narratively, it's not.
Narratively, I'll let you
Yeah.
roll flat. Let's say history.
'Kay.
Just because you know
Probably not.
know where the deals are.
Yeah.
Let's see, I remember there's a magic and alchemy shop in Worm's Reach, I
Oh
think.
no, I only got a 7.
And then what's the name of the big
This
shop?
green dice sucked me in
What
with
did
a
you
nat
get?
20, and it's not rolling very well.
Oh.
Oh, 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
Few places here or there have gone under because they're like panic selling. Because of like the refugees pouring in, and but others can maybe, at least the place that you liked. If
Mhm.
others want to roll, they could. They might know a place or two that's still open.
Are you talking about
Yeah.
Sorcerer's Sundries?
Oh yes, Sorcerer Sundries. Thank you. I have really a reason to go there. There's a private place I go around the corner, but that would probably be the best place to do some liquidation.
It's known for not buying at all or buying low and selling particularly high. And it's like a fanciful name brand magical place run by apparently a powerful mage.
It's Gucci magic. What is that? What you're
It's
saying?
Gucci magic.
It's Gucci magic.
Boy.
So did you say history, Cal, or
Yeah. Was there an alternative?
Yeah, history.
history? All right, let's
All right.
try history.
That's going to be a 19.
7.
So you can't you know of Sorceress Sundries, Emberlynn. But I mean, like, this isn't it. Usually you bring things to the the temple and they distribute them how they need, and you're not really the
No.
selling 13 goblin scimitars or selling magical items kind of
Okay.
person. What did you get, Ozarian?
A 19.
There's particularly fair exchange called Bone Cloak's Apothecary.
This bone.
It's run by a dwarf couple.
Bone Cloak's Apothecary.
It's 50-50 whether they open because they source a lot of ingredients themselves.
So a part of my background, I have a feature called professional courtesy. I'm familiar with the city's crews, the territories, and inner politics. Choose one of the 3 districts. This district is where I conduct most of my business. I need information about something in the district's neighborhoods. I can seek out a crew member and learn the local gossip. Does that fit or no?
What district? There's the upper city, the outer city, and the lower city.
I just have to pick one.
Because that's what the write-up says. You have to
That's
pick.
what the write-up says. I don't remember Baldur's Gate 3. I assume the upper city's the fancy part. So, upper city.
All right, so you're not in the upper city whatsoever. That is the very fanciful part. But Bone Cloak's Apothecary is probably the best if they're actually open. Either half their stuff is gone because they've sold out because they give fair prices, or they have a ton of really cool rare stuff. So it's like
they're really
50-50.
A yes and no type of place. I mean, there's one more place that I do know of, but I don't think I can bring you all in. How about let's head by my place, the Bone Conductor's place. Bone Cloak.
Bone Conductor's place.
All right. Sounds fine.
Right. So, let's go and let's get some things sold. Can't wait to only have 10 goblin scimitars.
All right. So you head into the lower city. The smells, good and bad, or closer to the water of the lower city. You're already in it. But the closer to the water you get, the more the smells, good and bad, intensify. The more the alleyways look kind of more and more dangerous and uninviting. Maybe some of you feel more at home in this place. Maybe some of you are like, oh, the roads just become mud at this point, huh? Not cobble. And a group of kids, as you're taking a shortcut, what would we roll to navigate the lower city?
I have a
Would you take a
cartography
shortcut
skill.
or would you stay on the safe
Survival?
big roads?
Can I roll my cartography skill since it's probably never ever gonna come up again?
It depends. Are you just going the safe route, following the main roads, or you're cutting through behind taverns, behind locales, alleyways?
I feel like
So are you
I'm
going to do
throw
it
out the
fun
short-
or take longer and be boring? Is what I'm asking you.
Probably I'm
fun,
going to suggest shortcuts, and like
Fun,
the
Yeah.
cartography
fun,
skill is
fun.
me being like, oh, if you do this,
That's your
this, this,
chance. You can
this.
roll with advantage then. Everyone can roll
Okay.
survival to orient themselves through the maze
Sweet.
of the lower city.
So are we all rolling flat or?
Unless you have a background or something that might.
18.
Again, only narratively.
25.
Ooh. I'm basically looking for.
Survival.
Oh,
Ooh,
And there's definitely going to be
19
one part where
minus
you would have
1.
to parkour.
18.
Well, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a shortcut. You have to.
My
So,
Romer
all of-
background gives me an ability called Ways of the Wild, which
Oh.
says your years of traveling have granted you great knowledge of the world and its inhabitants. You know where almost anything can be found, whether it's monsters, animals, races, plants, or more.
Oh, sweet. You could follow your nose wherever it goes. So
Plus, I have
you can
danger
roll
sense,
survival
too.
with advantage. Yeah.
So I probably stay out of the dark alleyways.
Danger sense. So it's almost like a spidey sense.
Almost.
It's pretty much.
You stay out of the
sense, yeah.
dark alleyways, but
Gobbo sense.
apparently Altair is so sure of himself that when you go down an alleyway and around a bend and through someone's backyard, and then he turns to the group and says, "Oh, you need to do a little parkour for the next part."
What? I'm wearing armor.
Sorry,
Climb.
you got this. You get a little guidance. There you go.
Should have thought about that before you headed down here.
And sure enough, you come out on the other side of however you parkour. Maybe there's a slot in a fence that you go under that swings freely. Maybe you just jump over the fence. But you got like 26 to guide you, so no trouble, no roving bands, no flaming fist to give you trouble. And you come you come up to where you remember Bone Cloak's apothecary. And the front door is open, and you hear a woman's voice, kind of like somebody who naturally speaks loudly, not necessarily that they're yelling. "Oh, where did you put that, you idiot? Oh, I'm gonna have to scour this whole place now looking for it. Oh, get out of my way."
Hello. Hi.
And you see a very bald but very friendly looking dwarf turn, and he goes, "Oh, hello there. Welcome to and you hear from behind the counter as a dwarven woman puts her head up. "Bone Cloak's apothecary. You're the one that named it. Come on in, come on in. Don't mind Balin. He's sort of lost his mind lately. Come on in. What can I do for all of you? Balin, put down the plant. No, don't eat it. It's a fern, Balin." And you turn around, and Balin is holding up a potted plant that was in like the windowsill when you were like walking up to the shop. Oh, well, of course it is. Put it right back there. Oh, as good as rain. What was he doing? And he has a broom in one hand. "You're sweeping, Balin." "Oh, right, sweeping, right."
Is he okay?
Yeah. Is there something?
You come up to the counter. "Oh, the name's Dareth. Don't mind my husband. He's his mind's gone a little bit. Well,
Gone
as you can see,
where?
more than a little bit."
And where did it go to?
No. Gods know more than I would.
Emberlynn, where did his brains go?
I'm not a god.
You know one?
Not personally. I pray to
Kind of
Tyr. It's not
personally.
like I call him on the weekends.
Let me just go
Chat.
text him real quick. Here,
Let me
where
just
did
go
this
text
one?
him.
I don't
Tyr,
know how these
Random
things
guy.
work.
Hey,
We were
Tyr,
calling him a
you
lot
up,
last night.
bud? What'd you say?
What
What?
did you say?
What did you say?
I was saying that Emberlynn is very devout with her prayers and calls upon Tyr many times a night.
That's not what you said. But
Whoosh. Bright red. Bright red.
Emberlynn, why are you bright red? Are you
Oh, I
okay?
have a she winks, but maybe
Yes.
only Emberlynn can see it, and she's like, "Oh, I have a tonic that can cure that up, right quick there, if you need." Well, anything, if you need any alchemical ingredients and the few, the few potions that I have left, well, wouldn't you know it, looming doom is good for business.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I'd believe it.
No, Balin, sweep
Uh,
sweep the things outside the door, and you see him outside, like the open door, like sweeping, like pebbles and like dirt into the store. Well.
Sweet
Hmm.
Balin.
we were
Sweet
looking to
guy.
sell some items that we have collected.
All right. And she takes out a small, like half circle, like kind of glasses, and pushes them up and kind of fixes them. All right, let's see what you've got.
Oh, and any other interesting tidbits you have? I'd love to see too.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting
Scrufford.
tidbits. Scrufford. Oh, I was talking to that nice man in over there that's like sweeping, and I like him.
Well, that's very nice. Could you show the very nice lady all of the items that we'd like to sell?
Oh, and she kind of like looks it over, and it was like, anything more, something that an apothecary could use? The weapons I could probably I could probably turn those. I'll tell you what. Guess I could.
Wow, Julian is so good. Oh, at hiding that he just yeeted
Hey,
from
where'd
existence.
that pale fella go?
Oh, just outside for a smoke.
They'll be back.
The last one who tried to, someone tried to steal from the shop. They put a bucket over Balin's head, thinking that he wouldn't. And it worked.
I was
He-
going to say,
he
did it
couldn't
work?
see.
I was
He-
gonna say, did that work?
Well, it did, but then I came in and caught them. They had they were eating like
Balin.
3 cheese wheels, 4 loaves of bread.
I feel
I
like
had
we're
to
getting
shoo
off
them
track
out.
here.
Oh, right.
Wait,
off
how many
track,
cheese
off track.
wheels? That's a lot of
Caitlin's
cheese.
internet. Julian's
a lot of
internet
cheese.
died,
Who's Caitlan?
so we'll be back when they try to reconnect. I said Julian. I corrected myself.
Did you
What's
correct
the
yourself?
internet?
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Tyr.
It's a series of tunes.
Oh, the
that-
internet. The internet has died.
Oh,
Alas, long live the internet.
long live the internet.
Algoritmo.
Praise Algoritmo. Shall we just continue as if they're still here? Is that we feel their presence?
They're doing Julian things.
Julian.
Yes.
Yeah. So what?
Well,
what
tell
are
you
they
what,
selling?
you've got a couple mage books. Oh, who'd you swipe these from?
Dead
Oh.
bodies.
Oh, youngins.
Maybe
These.
don't say it like
Oh,
that.
this one's got a skull in the front.
Say like what?
Just
Hang
don't
on,
say
this
dead
one's-
bodies like that.
This one's
They
got
were
a.
dead bodies. They were dead
Yes,
for
but
hundreds
that
of years.
That implies we're grave robbing. We want grave robbing.
Oh, I've been there. I've
Oh,
been
never
there,
mind.
sweetheart.
They don't care.
I absolutely don't care. I've pried
then-
things from the cold, dead fingers of mummies before.
And daddies?
Of mothers?
Oh, you better believe it.
Hmm.
And she gives you a wink.
Huh.
Dead ones.
Were they dead before you got there?
Most of them.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
I could give you... Well, what kind of potions are you in the market for?
What do you got?
Healing.
Well, I've got
Healing
this-
would be a good one.
No, of course. I've got this pack of these mini Balin's recipe. These mini, it's a 6-pack mini healing potions, I like to call them. And she pulls up, like, they're literally attached, like, with a string, like a 6-pack, and puts it
Huh.
on the counter. If you offload for all those weapons, even though I'm an apothecary, people come and people are arming themselves more and more every day. So even an apothecary could sell all of that. The shield. Why does that chainmail have holes riddled in it? And blood?
Same reason as the mummies.
Same
we
reason
haven't
the
had a
mummies
chance
don't
to
have their
clean
hands.
it.
I'm not opening that. And Scrawford had took out that. Do you remember that, like, well, I think you do remember, a certain green fire blast that hit
Uh-huh.
everyone?
Mm.
Yes.
And she had a... Did you just not mess with that, her magic tome?
No.
Yeah, we went. This is fucking cursed.
You went,
Yeah, I was like,
right,
she's
you went,
probably a
this is
lich.
fucking cursed. And you're like, here you go,
Yeah.
Scraw.
Yeah.
Yep.
She looks
Yep.
at that, and the clasp holding it, like the lock, is like a skull with like teeth coming over, and she's like, "Oh, maybe I don't want that."
Well, maybe you do.
Balin's
I
gonna
mean,
wake up in the middle of the night and like learn necromancy or something.
Good for him.
No, then we'd all be doomed.
Well,
And
Do you
it's
see-
the clasp,
Hmm.
the skull, its eyes like glow like fiery, like the opals in it are catching the light and reflecting red for some reason.
Fire opals.
But the other spell books,
Yay, Julian the back.
I have a contact at Sorceress Sundries. Oh,
Yes,
they
I-
wouldn't even want that because they're written by the. Oh, there he is. Oh, because they're written by an individual, and it's coded. See, only those those spellcaster types can decode another spell book. I'm not versed in that. I could try to take it off your hands though if you want. Well, they do have this. And she reaches under, disappears for a while, and ow! And all the dust on the counter kind of goes up and resettles for a second and comes up. And there's this ancient kind of she sets it down and it's holding 6 different potions of various sizes. One of them glows dully blue and they're all covered in cobwebs and dust or whatever. And she's like, oh, this place is going to get ransacked when Balin and I have to go hunting for supplies. So I need everything out of here. And I've had this for years. And I don't even know what they all do. And I always
Hmm.
thought, like if I ever needed to just take off, this would be my emergency random potion fund. But for all the different gear and the spell books, and I could give you the mini potion 6-pack and the mystery potion 6-pack for everything you got there, as well as whatever Balin's trying to sniff out there. And you turn around and Balin is on all fours and he's going and he's sniffing Altair,
What?
his pack or pocket or something, and he's like, oh, I've always got a good nose, love. All right, Balin, what do you smell?
Lavenders. It's like my favorite scent. See what I do is I cut them
got something
fresh, and
real
then I grind
special.
them up, and yes, lavenders.
What's he have there? Balin's an idiot, but his nose has always been keen. Come on. You can tell me. I don't even care who you killed for it.
Guys,
What?
little help.
I don't know what it is.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, but I don't.
Are you talking about the beans?
The lavenders? Yes.
Oh, for God's sake, just sell them.
That's what it is.
What?
It's the beans.
Look, if you don't trust them to deal with it, who do you trust? Yourself? Come on, look at you.
Yeah, I'm amazing. What do you want?
Just give him. We can probably get a good deal for the beans if he wants it that bad.
Well, what kind of beans you got, love?
Magic beans.
beans.
Oh, actually, it's been years since I've seen them. Is it normal beans, hon? Do you just have normal beans in your pocket? Or do you have magic beans?
I don't want to give up my magic beans, but
No,
I will show her the beans.
they're magic. It's where he got the twirly doodad from. He'll gesture
Also,
to the
did
blue.
you not hear about
It's still following me?
Magic.
Well, I'll be. Balin. So that is why I keep you around. Those are legit, aren't they?
Legit what? What are they? Also, some
They're
of them
magic
hatch
beans,
into
son. Your
eggs.
friends just told you.
Yes, but
Some
like,
of them hatched into eggs.
excuse me. Oh, what kind? What is their genus and phylum? Thank you.
What are you
I think
talking
a magic
about,
bean's a
sweetheart?
magic bean.
They're what in there? Who?
Like, what
to
plant
see
did
its
they come
penis?
from?
What plant did they come from? No,
What
they don't come
specific-
from anywhere. Some
What?
magic kingdom from hundreds or thousands of years ago must have had them. They're just keepsakes and artifacts now. I don't truly know if you can even grow them anymore.
Well, they definitely grow into something.
Oh, I can see. And she points at the blue flame orb hovering behind Altair.
Still there.
I think it just wants to be your friend, Altair. You're good at
Yes.
making friends.
Yes.
Tell you
yes,
what,
yeah. Mm.
the 13 goblin scimitars and the 2 beans. I'll give you the rest of me healing potions
Mmm.
and the mystery 6-pack here,
Oh, yes.
and we'll call it even.
It's a good deal.
My
Mm.
beans.
You've already used several of them.
Just treat the beans well. Just take them. Just take them. And then he storms out of the thing.
That
He'll
boy
come
is
around.
far too attached to produce.
Mm.
Yeah, really.
1 and 2. All right. Well, before Balin tries to do something,
Just don't let him eat them.
or maybe I should let him eat one.
Wow.
Hey, Balin, you hungry? Is it lunchtime?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, now I'm curious.
I'm not gonna give him one.
Okay.
Well, I'll give him one, but upside the head, not actually
Hmm.
let him eat one of these
Ah.
beans.
fair.
All right. Well, as promised, and she slides forward the 6 mini healing potions, and the 6 mystery potions. And now it's time to generate 6 random magical potions.
Then Altair is gonna come back in and he's like, "Can I just say goodbye to them first?"
Oh, goodness.
You are very concerned. What about your eggs? You can worry about your eggs now. Otherwise, I'm going to eat them soon.
Do you do this with every bean?
Okay, love, you can come and say goodbye to your beans.
I will miss you the most, Harriet.
And the purple one kind of like wiggles a little bit.
Oh.
You know what?
Okay, what
This
are
is
the
too
Now
emotional.
before your tears get them all active and wet and stuff.
I'm going outside. Enjoy. Bye. I can't do with this shit. I'm gonna go outside and like just stare at the sky with this what the fuck kind of look.
Yeah, same with Emberlynn. Emberlynn's gonna be like, all right, this is interesting.
Do you think it's a sex thing?
I hope not.
Balin's just out there sweeping dirt inside of the shop looking at you, and he's like, it's always a sex thing.
Like sweeping dirt into the shop.
Yeah.
You're not actually senile, are you? You're just a weird old fuck.
Well, weird is as weird does, or is it weirdly
Yes.
does as weird is?
Look,
Yes.
I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying good con job.
Oh, it's a con job. That's my specialty. Boiled con.
All right, maybe you sing now.
I like it.
I hope cons for dinner.
I hope you get like that when you're old. Make fun of you losing your mind.
I'm gonna die long before that.
That's
And the rest
True.
of you, 1, 4 hours.
I'm afraid you
So
might
you
just
come
have
out?
beans for dinner.
Delicious.
You should ask her about that. Anyhow, where are we going now?
I mean, eventually to the actual thing, the low life, not low life. That's
The low lantern.
the low life.
Although it's full of low life, so that's very apt. Also, what do you mean you make fun of me when I'm old? Like you're going to be around?
And you're walking past, and you see
What?
you see the the
Because you want to make me miserable, so I'm assuming you'll haunt me for the rest of my life, you evil.
Whoa, rest of my.
Wizard.
Listen, we had one fuck. What makes you think that you're going to stick around forever, or I am?
I figured you were obsessed with me already.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. You may have a wonderful velvet vice, but it has nothing on freedom. And he's gonna walk.
Emberlynn's like Emberlynn EXE stops working.
Nosh, you
She's
just
just like-
come out holding the potion case to.
Oh, you know what? I begrudgingly give you my story inspiration because that disturbed me.
Who, me or Emberlynn?
I thought that was juicy.
You, that
Take-
genuinely disturbed me to my soul. Please never say that phrase again. Okay.
No promises.
Nice.
Ooh. And you see, as you're kind of like sitting there doing that, like Emberlynn, connected to their shop, but like the first 3 feet are like brick, and then it's like that kind of like cast iron, like almost medieval looking like fence. Wrought iron is what I mean, I think, right?
Mhm.
You could see a really old, it's got lichen, it's hard to see through, they don't clean it, a almost derelict greenhouse with barely anything growing in it, and you see past it a shadow, and then suddenly, oh, Balin, what have you? And
Oh no.
Balin's and Dareth goes in there, and there's a rumbling, and a tree with branches breaking out from each of the. It's funny that I actually rolled this. Different panes of the greenhouse. As Dareth comes in, and Balin must have planted one of the beans, and there are all of these like fruits growing off of this now 20-foot tall tree in their greenhouse. But like, it's weird. Like they're shaped like the ideas of the concepts of fruit, but that you've never seen before. Like watermelon pattern bananas, and like another one that's like a mango, but is like has the skin of like an eggplant, and that sort of thing. Schnozberries of all sorts, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
And for funsies, roll a d20, Emberlynn. And I'm giving you my inspiration for that back and forth and that kind of like pouting.
10. I rolled a d10. I rolled a 10 on the d20.
If you want, one of the watermelon bananas is hanging close enough. You might be able to slice it off with the glaive. What's that called when you can like pick fruit if it's reaching out of the yard?
Free
Oh
fruit.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Free fruit. There's a law, at least in America, where it's like, if the fruit can be grabbed from
Yeah.
public property, then you are allowed to, and it's not theft.
Yeah, if you can reach,
you-
if you don't have to reach over like the property line, you can.
Oh,
I used to know this because I used to
I'm
be a
learning new things.
right of
Ooh.
foraging or something.
Yeah, let's go with right of foraging.
Right to pick or right to forage
Right
or whatever.
to grab.
But those
fruit.
of you that enact justice know that if you can reach it, you can you can
Yes.
technically have it.
This is mine. Shink.
And you have a watermelon banana.
Nice. All right. Plus.
A water nana,
One.
also known
Does
as
Ozarian look back at Emberlynn at all?
No, Manilyn.
No, he's not. Okay, fine. I will not suggestively do things to the Manilyn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna peg him with one. Well, I mean, pelt him with one, not peg him. That has taken on a different meaning
That's for
recently.
later.
So what
That's for
suggestively
Wow,
what?
that got.
What?
It didn't used to mean
Takes
that.
out a glaive and
Yeah, well, just cuts off the banana and then just like suggestively, just like, gestures with it in her mouth area.
I mean, there's time for that. You're not
If-
gonna immediately eat it, are you?
oh, you're not biting it or cutting it in half. You're doing a sexy thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a sexy thing to like.
Are you guys
'cause
coming or not? He'll turn around. You
You
coming?
don't have to mime that. Don't worry.
You couldn't stop
Thank
him.
you.
I couldn't stop you.
Come on, Robin, do it for the
Stop
GIF.
if you try.
Somebody GIF this.
It'll be on the internet forever. See if it's, you know what? It's probably nothing we haven't actually done. Like
Right.
on, like, let's be real.
We need more GIFs of
Uh,
us.
A 1d3 exists, damn it. Nosh, you're like looking down and you randomly recognize one of the potions. You had like found one that had fallen off of a wagon during your travels to Baldur's Gate. And based on like the coloring and like the way the bottle's like sweating, it's either letting you talk to animals, one, or it's like the one that lets you speak to plants, or it's the one that grows hair on you like a chia pet. Those ones are very, very close. It's the greenish kind of one.
This one here. How much you selling this one for?
Oh, those are you can have that one, sweetie. Well, Balin might be an idiot, but we've got enough fruit here to.
It's not one of those first ones free, is it? I've been involved in those sort of schemes before.
Oh, would you like to be involved in another?
Not really.
Oh, name your price.
How about 1 gold?
Deal. Now get out of here.
He'll like fling it, flip it
and she's trying to pull the different fruits away from Balin, who's like, "Oh, it's corn for dinner." And there's like purple, like rainbow colored, like giant stalks of corn growing from one of the tree upside down. And she seems excited. And then when you leave, she like turns the closed sign up and then locks the door behind you.
All right. Where to now? Is it actually time to get on with it and do our mission? Or what?
It's time to get on with it and do your mission. Unless you have
there's
other
a
things
jewelry
that you
store on
want.
the way to the mission. I want to go in there.
A jewelry?
A ring shop? What do they call accessories? Accessorizers?
You'll have to convince them. Not
In
me
this end
later.
of town?
I don't know. I
No,
don't
this
come
is
to this part of
sketchy
town.
part.
I didn't even know this part of town existed. This is new to me.
This is the real part of town.
Is it though? Is it?
As you're wandering around looking for the real parts of town, would everyone like to take a little break-see? Oh, look, your familiar showed up.
Yeah.
Take a little
Alright.
break-see, and
Sounds good.
then we'll be right back with visiting the next tavern on the list.
See you in a minute.
Greetings! And welcome back to Descent into Avernus. We have our local rogue has slipped off. A local rouge. I always wanted to make a rogue named Moulin Rouge.
Not Deer Rouge.
Oh, that's pretty good too. We'll talk later. Our local rogue is like slipped off to do roguish things, and we're gonna cut to the group looking for them. They had slipped out before the rest of the group slipped out. Nosh is left holding all the potions. Got an extra potion. It'll either let him speak with plants or he'll grow moss all over himself. But either way, it was a gold. And he also has the mystery potions with them too. And Scraw, very much less burdened. Still holding a certain evil necromancer's spellbook is catching up to the others. Oh, Lady Emberlynn, oh, how come your face is red? Well, where'd you get that banana?
Foraging.
That's pretty
it's totally
big.
legal.
Yep.
What does it taste like?
Purple.
Why did you say it's totally legal?
Because it is.
Well, if you're wondering where I got it from the shop owner's tree, it was hanging over.
Oh, okay, yeah, forager's rights or whatever. I can't quite remember.
Mhm.
No, that's forger's rights. It's for dwarven blacksmiths.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, so where are we going now? We're going to
Did you see what Julian went to?
Where did Julian?
Julian's right. No, wait, they had left first and they went.
I think he said
Wait.
something about going to sneak ahead and scout or something. Good to be honest, I was too
Oh.
busy watching Emberlynn eat a banana. Or whatever that is.
Oh, but it's not bitten into.
Nonetheless, I think it's time that we head to the Low Lantern. What do you say? At the very least, Nosh, drinks? Or rat? Rat on a stick?
Yeah,
Anyone
just because I
familiar-
eat rats doesn't mean that's all I eat.
What else do you eat?
Drinks. Come on, let's go.
How much?
The Low Lantern.
Alright.
All right. As you head to, oh, don't worry, I have GM powers. Beedaloo, beedaloo, beedaloo. Did this load right? Oh, fog, ye old fogu. I don't like this map. Everybody, DM powers activate.
Whoosh.
You asking us to have DM powers activate? I ain't got those.
No.
Yeah, I do.
How do I
You do. We don't.
I do.
reset? Reveal.
Oh, by the way, Cal, if you ever want, I do have alternate maps from Tessa maps that we can swap in that I forgot about. So
Oh, those are
Robin
probably
pointed.
way better.
They're
They're very
way
nice.
fucking better.
Oh,
They were very nice.
maybe
Next
for
episode?
the next episode if we can use it. Yeah, because the default ones are just like bare bone, like dude did
Black
it with
and
a
white.
pen and graph paper.
All right.
Definitely.
swap us over.
Yeah, heck yeah. Surprise, dragon cultists. No.
Oh, not again.
No.
Again. Oh,
Imagine.
man.
There's too many.
Dragons?
No, dragon
All
cultists.
right. So you're heading to the Low Lantern. Most of you from the city would know it attracts the city's least affluent residents, as well as foreign merchants and sailors with coin to lose. Patrons who are present include the following. Oh, okay, I see. It's just giving me random ideas there. So it always seems foggy at the Low Lantern until you get within 100 feet or so of it, and then you can see the ship. Maybe it's a magical effect. Maybe it's just this part of Baldur's
fog is
Gate, but it's
very
always
thick.
foggy and mysterious when you're approaching it. That's why you couldn't see anything on the map. Its tall masts and creaking bulk come into view. The ship's been converted. It has rigging but no sails, and it's anchored to the wharf by thick chains. Whether it's seaworthy, probably not. A wooden staircase climbs from the wharf's edge to the main deck. A lantern at the bow casts an eerie green light to signify that the tavern is open for business. It usually is always lit green. You're heading there kind of, when would you say? Are you heading there in the day? Night, evening?
Midday is when we're headed out there, right?
1:37 p.m.
Wow.
Oh? What?
Very.
Midday, or are you waiting until evening? It's about midday. You haven't done much with the day. Oh man, that is such a better.
Yep. That's why I'm
Look
just
at that.
swapping it in.
Look at that freaking map. Oh, so much better.
Crisp, so clean.
Yep. Thank you, Tessa Maps.
Detail.
Okay, I can have this up and running in
Even
like
has
5 seconds.
seagulls.
Indeed. The place comes alive at night mostly. There's barely anyone around during the day. Maybe a few people drinking, gambling on the different decks. There are lots of pirates, off-duty Flaming Fist mercenaries, and well, a certain Vanthamper is known to deal business in the Low Lantern. He has his own section of somewhere in the ship. Amric Vanthamper, the middle child, but favorite child of Talamra Vanthamper, and that's who you've come mainly looking for. Low Lantern serves drinks and snacks. No meals like a tavern would, though. It's kind of like you get peanuts and chips and drinks. Maybe the occasional rat skewer, if you know how to sweet talk the bartenders. Any of you that have been in here before know that there are the different floors have different bars. And it usually has any like 5, 6, 7, 8 bouncers, depending on how busy it is. And for this is probably a Julian note. It operates in 3 8-hour shifts. Like a hotel. Shake fist.
So if it comes to live in the nighttime, and they also don't really serve food, do you think we should just go back to the Elfsong Tavern, eat, drink, and then come back in the night? Maybe we'll find Julian?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I could use something not here.
Hmm. If you insist, we can just head out, but I don't know.
It's not very busy, but I mean, I
It's
guess
really not.
maybe he's here, but he might not be here.
Do we know what he looks like?
No, not really.
Well, you know, Talamra's. Well, you met the youngest,
Yeah,
Mortimer.
But
But her 3 sons are from 3 different husbands. So Amric maybe isn't a 7-foot, half-burned, apparently good-looking, mustachioed human fellow. Even though
like
all of her
Candlekeep
3
10,
children
or
are...
like a Candlekeep 10 or like a Baldur's Gate 6.
Like a Boulder Gate, probably a Boulder
like
Gate 6.
like if Jack Sparrow like actually like took a shower, cleaned, got a haircut. So that's up to you. That's how attractive that is.
It's like a Baldur's Gate 4. Okay.
Now, did they become more or less attractive with the shower and shave?
Less.
Oh, okay.
Much less.
It says a lot about us if you think that's more or less. He's got to smell like rum and be out at sea for 2 weeks for the charm to get through.
Exactly.
As you're thinking about, should we investigate? Should we
Bless
not?
you.
Thank you.
You're good. Is the mist giving you allergies? Like what's?
I'm fine.
What's going on there?
If you must know, someone walked past with a jasmine perfume, and sometimes jasmine gives my nose a tickle. All right.
Really?
And you hear Kajunk. 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 Heavy
that.
boots. Maybe it's either jewelry or there's like stirrups or maybe riding boots or something like that. And you said it's like Jasmine that
Yeah.
maybe does it.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of a pleasant but noticeable smell, maybe faint traces of jasmine, and Ozarian's nose picked up on it. And descending from the deck, so leaving the low lantern, you see a human, hard to say the age, black, messy hair, extravagantly dressed, but a little rebellious, not the kind of like noble robes that you usually see. An open jerkin, very high collar, black, and it has gold embellishment. And this man is walking down, and he sees the group, and he's like, "Who goes there?" "Ah. Well, if the rumors are true," and there's two gnomes, bald, dark skin, heavily armed and armored, kind of like following him. Well, the heroes who've dealt with that troublesome cult nonsense.
Oh, please, not more pictures. Please, not more pictures.
Pictures?
Are you not with the
Oh,
Gazette?
of course not. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Enver Gortash, Duke Enver Gortash. And, well, I must say that it is quite interesting coming across all of you in such a fine establishment as this.
Was.
Yes.
Might I say, you're even more striking than the posters suggest, Lord Gortash.
You've seen the campaigning my men have been doing for me.
Yes.
Well, it just so happens that some of the Archduke positions are open. Well, one of them in particular. And, well, this town does need to be protected, as all of you know.
Does it? I mean, I feel like we cleared out the cults very judiciously, but
Oh, of course. And I aim to continue fighting that fight. It's just a matter of time before I'm named Archduke.
fascinating.
Archduke.
Hopefully.
That's rather presumptuous. I don't believe there's ever been an Archduke in the history of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, there's a first time for everything. Isn't that right?
I suppose so.
What is it? What is it? Soon to be Archduke doing here? Meeting with constituents, or
Oh, of course, just campaigning, settling some debts. You, of course, know how it is.
no? Could you explain?
No, very boring politics.
Can I do an insight check on Enver Gortash?
You sure can.
At least a 13, if not a 15.
I rolled a 3.
Oh,
Why do you... There's probably one reason he was here, and it's probably moving things. So, like, or like moving large amount of funds outside of, by legal means. You've heard of him.
Of
The
course.
Lord part is self-appointed, but he has he is a duke, and he has made large political gains, especially in recent times with the refugees, with everyone being afraid of what's happened to Elturel possibly happening here. And very recently, actually, can I get all of you to do a history check? Just to see how well read with the Baldur's Mouth all of you would have been.
Okay. Damn, I used my inspiration for nothing. It's going to be a 10.
14.
But one of you got over 10.
And
Yeah.
One of you got 10? 14? Nosh and Altair, something about him meeting with there's kind of like dukes that kind of like, it's a changing seat of dukes, but some will sit on it for a long time. Ravengard, the head of the Flaming Fist, has been on it for like forever, as far as you can remember. Talamra, on and off, but she's been she's had a seat for a while. But recently, in the newspaper, apparently they've been Duke Gortash has shown off apparently some like prototype weapons that are supposed to revolutionize defense of the city, where you won't need the Flaming Fist or even the City Watch.
Can't help but agree with that.
Ozarian Raventide.
Oh, you know of me.
No. It pays to, well, information is power in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, my lord. Should you ever need any legal aid, please feel free to come by my offices. I do a lot of pro bono work, but I don't think that will be required with you. Judging by the way you're dressed, you have quite deep pockets, and I would love to help lighten them in your defense.
Should I need such a ambitious lawyer, I'm sure that we could sit down and have a drink and discuss certain things. Did everyone do an insight check, or
History?
you can do one now?
Oh.
Everyone can. This is separate from what
separate.
he was just running his mouth with earlier.
19.
16.
11.
9.
As long as you got a 10 or over. It's the second time he's looked, but he's looking just almost nonchalantly up at the crow's nest in the main, what is that, a mast?
You said he had bodyguards with him, right?
Or business partner, hard to tell, but they're two heavily armored deep gnomes with him, who look particularly unapproachable. One of them has a lot of blueprints, a lot of like random machinery hanging out of a pack behind him, and the other one has, and the other one has a
Oh no.
different weapons, different round devices attached to his base, like metallic looking, like tinkerer bombs or fireworks or that sort of thing. Who knows? Maybe he throws them and
Glitter bombs.
and another and another gnome pops out. You'd have to ask
not
him.
gnome bombs. They're the worst. Something up
Right.
there.
Oh, just peculiar is all.
Oh, why is that?
Oh well. Don't let the paranoia of your local soon-to-be Archduke worry you, but well, there's usually more seagulls floating about, and I may have one or two well, friends following me.
As in, like, seagulls are following him?
As in things that particularly like to kill the seagulls.
Oh.
Ew, you're the glass blower's son from the upper city.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the name? Apologies, I
Glassman?
cannot remember. Is it just Glassman?
Oh, well, Glassman-Constel, but yeah.
Oh, Glassman-Constel. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, when
Did you know my dad?
when I am anointed, in the next month or so, perhaps we can do business.
That would be excellent. I would love to show off some of my new work. In fact, like, here's a couple of things right here.
You there?
What did you think
and he
about
ignores
this
you
concept?
and turns his back to you, and he's like, "You two are you two bodyguards?" And he's referring to Nosh and Emberlynn.
Bodyguard? You think I would want to guard that body?
Oh, what pleasant
Do you-
company. And you?
I am a Valkyrie here on a mission of God.
Oh, on the mission of God. Oh, which God? There's so many. So hard to keep a track of.
You don't know the amazingly hot god known as Tyr?
Oh, yes.
You've known Tyr for like one day, and you're obsessed with him now.
Yeah, a little bit. Tyr's kind of awesome.
Well, I hate to cut this short, but we do have to meet a friend inside. It has been an absolute pleasure, Lord Gortash.
And if there is anything I can do for you in these trying times, you will let me know. Since we're all friends, I wish to be a Duke of the people, you see.
Of course.
I wish to walk among the people and help them. I'm from these very streets, you know.
Well, that's just swell. You have someone's vote.
Oh, how cute of you to think that the commoners vote on such things. I wish you all the most beautiful day. Or night, or whatever this fog is hiding.
Who is he calling common? What is he so arrogant? What is...
Come along, we've got lots of work to do. And the rather very unfriendly deep gnome in the front, the one without the scrolls and machinery, the one in the front, looks at Nosh, turns, spits, and then like keeps walking.
Classy.
Your face is leaking.
Wow, and his friends are really rude. Are you okay, Nosh? That's... Ugh.
It's just spit.
Yeah, but...
I mean...
You know what? That's a good way to look at it. It's just spit. It's
just spit.
Besides, if he really wants his head leaking, I could help him.
There's probably time for that yet.
Interrupting the conversation, a dead seagull, boom, falls at your feet. Head off, wings spasming.
Leona, that better not be you.
And there's nothing there.
I think that's probably a sign that we should get inside.
And that's a perfect time to wrap up episode 7 of Descent into Avernus.
Perfect.
You
Wonderful.
sure it's not Descent of a Seagull?
Descent into Seagull.
The Descent
Descent
of a Seagull.
Seagull.
And Altair falls on his knees and he's like, "No, Stephen! Why?"
Stephen.
Steven, I don't know her.
That's the seagull's name.
Bold of you to assume that Stephen is a her.
Hmm.
Yet
Well, it
accurate.
is spelled with a PH.
Oh, yes, then of course that's feminine. All right.
Stefan.
With a P.
All
With a
right.
PH, with a
folks.
PhD in seagology. Hey, folks. Cal, thanks for running game tonight. It was fun. We got a little like side episode in on we got set up with
Wanted to
Nas.
throw some things at you. Yeah,
I even
some
made a
setup.
Gortash token in the middle of the game.
you did. Yeah.
I did. Got some Gortashing in there. Hey, folks, thank you so much. Sorry that Caitlin's internet died. We've been having a lot of windstorms up here that have been really messing with everything. So I'm really glad we actually got to play tonight.
I'm glad that we got to play. It's good to. This one's going to be a. I feel like most of them go too long, so this one isn't short. This one's on time.
Nice.
This one's on time. But yeah, until we can get our Rogu back, now's the perfect time to go into the low lantern. You got to meet. You got to offload your 13 goblin scimitars.
No time. Those were really putting a kink in my neck.
I can't even remember what it was. It was like
I don't
a bunch of
even remember.
shields, a bunch of spears.
Oh,
I just wrote it
remember
up
now.
in Swafford's bag.
I
We
remember
probably couldn't even
now.
hold all of it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Bad guy
Would
loot.
it be ironic that Nosh is with a family of 13 brothers? So it might have been like symbolic.
Oh boy. Yep. They're all dead.
Mm.
They're all dead. But you know who
Well,
isn't dead?
Nosh needs to. He doesn't like one of his brothers, right? Oh, nothing.
I guess we'll find out. Hey, big thank you to our amazing patrons who watch this. This episode is going to be out in a little while, but you got to see it way early because you were Cal and I's mom, Jan. Hi, Mom. Our other divine producer, Shaikon De Vermillion, our demonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, Think Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut. Our monster maker, Soul Homan. Yeah, I know, right? It's every time I hear it, I gotta say it. Every time I say it, you gotta hear it. And our High Council, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladith, LaRuke, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, and Cody. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Cal, back to you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We're going to meet this. You know what? There's actually a lot of great people to meet in the Low Lantern. Yeah, we'll see you on episode 8 at the Low Lantern on next Descent into Avernus. And as handsome as the Julian art is, more handsome is Caitlin's face. So
This is true.
we'll see you next time, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm gonna click the
Is
button.
dabbing still a thing?
I don't know.
Do people still dab?
Only in Baldur's Gate.
Ugh,
Oh,
there we go.
Imagine.